Well, the first of the official speeches have already been made, and the first of the official guests and the competition winners are on board the train to Joondalup. So we're about to hop on and take the first of the journeys along this new 29.2 kilometre rail line, the fast track from Perth to Joondalup. We've got 4 carriages here, almost 600 people, official guests, dignitaries, and a lot of competition winners, and it really is going to be quite an exciting journey. Let's take a look at exactly where we're going. From Perth Central, we go along the track under the new Rose Street Bridge to Leederville. After Leederville, there is a station at Glendalough, and up to Stirling, Warwick, Whitfords, Edgewater and Joondalup, and beyond that, in March of 1993, there'll be another new station at Currambene, just past Joondalup. As I said, it's an exciting journey. These carriages are absolutely magnificent. These are the first of the new ones that have been brought in for the Northern Suburbs system, and they accelerate quite rapidly. We'll talk about that a little later. Let's go ahead. Well, there we are back on the train. You can see the view from the driver's cabin as we go underneath the over on the freeway just before the Leederville station. We're coming up to the Leederville station now, but these trains really do accelerate very rapidly. Something like 3.6 kilometres an hour per second is the acceleration rate, up to their top speed of 110 kilometres an hour. You can see the new Leederville station just coming into picture now, and waiting for us is Mario D'Orazio. Mario?
Leederville and the surrounding suburbs. What does it feel like to be part of history? Fantastic. This train is wonderful, the system is superb. And today, you, the people of Leederville and the surrounding suburbs, are participants in what is an historic event, the official commissioning of the first new suburban passenger railway to be opened in more than 100 years. This is not an event that occurs every day. In Perth, at Joondalup and at the stations in between, like this one, West Australians are clearly showing that they know how to celebrate a great event, which this is. Having enjoyed the privilege, albeit short so far, of travelling on the first passenger train on this line, I can recommend that you give it a try. From when the Discover Ride service opens tomorrow, I'll be encouraged to see so many people out and about riding the train backwards and forwards along the line. I'll certainly be encouraging other people to train here to the great suburb of Leederville, because it is a superb area, and I'm sure our retailers too will be delighted to do a bit of Christmas shopping with you. Thank you for turning out today in such numbers to welcome this first train, and thank you particularly too to the children of Leederville who've chosen this occasion to present Christmas gifts to the needy people of Perth. The Leederville community spirit is legendary, and I'm proud to be with you, even if only briefly today, to share in that spirit and to declare the Leederville station open. Thank you very much.
And welcome back. Here we are at Leederville station, just about to leave. The Leederville station has now been officially opened by Pam Beggs, the Minister for Transport, and very shortly the doors on this carriage should be shutting. This is one of 22 cars. In peak hour they'll be running 2 two-car trains. Each carriage is capable of seating 76 people. It's got standing room for people like me, another 80 of them. So 600 people all up on each train during peak hour. An awful lot of people. It's going to carry a lot of very special guests, and
the opening of the Northern Suburbs railway line is yet another exciting chapter in our railway history.
so there, the old, and here we are on the new. Let's take a look further ahead up this line now. We're going to go through Edgewater to Joondalup, and ready to tell us about what's happening at Joondalup is Channel 7's Susanna Cunn. The first of the fast track change to Joondalup, and the lady who in a government sense is responsible for this is Pam Beggs, the Minister for Transport. Pam, a passenger on the first carriage, and a tremendous day, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a great deal of excitement amongst the public too, which is really nice. That augurs well for public transport in the future, I think.
That's one of the problems, I think, in Perth. A lot of people have seen for a long time public transport as sort of being a second-class means of travel, haven't they?
Well, I think that's true, and I think we grew up with the car. The city grew with the car. But I think because now this is state-of-the-art technology and people can see that we're rushing past every car on the freeway, I think people will get out of their cars and hop on the train. I think
we have your colleague, the Minister for Police, on the train today. A question that occurred to me as we did a test run here today earlier was what's going to happen when people driving along the freeway get the urge to keep up with the train?
Yes, I know. That could be a bit of a problem, but I think the police force will make sure that they don't. But of course, in peak hour, they won't be able to travel anywhere near as fast as the train, because the train will reach speeds of up to 110. And I travel on the freeway most days, and it can be very slow during peak hour.
Yeah, the Mitchell car park isn't a terribly attractive proposition at 8 o'clock in the morning, is it?
No, it is not. That's true.
What sort of incentives then the speed are there in place to get people to use public transport?
Well, this is going to be a very different system to the other three corridors, because this is a fully integrated bus and rail system. And I think the most important thing is going to be much cheaper to go by public transport and more convenient. People will find that it's more convenient to use public transport than their car. And as parking prices rise in the city, which they will, it's going to be much cheaper to buy a ticket on the train and get to work. No parking problems, no hassle. It's fast track in the true sense of the word.
And as we're seeing this afternoon, it's pretty well comfortable as well.
Oh, it's very comfortable, yes. I think they ride very well, these trains. We had a few teething problems in the beginning, as most Perth residents will know, but they've all been ironed out, and we're very hopeful that this system will be something that the public of Western Australia will love.
OK, Pam, enjoy the rest of the trip.
Thank you.
All right, well, Pam Beggs there was talking about the interchange, and we're going through Warwick and Whitfords, which are two of the interchange stations on this. Now, simply, that means just this, that you can catch a bus to Whitfords or Warwick and change onto a train. On your return journey, you do simply the opposite. You come back out of the city on a train, get onto a bus and go back to your home or to wherever your car happens to be. It's a tremendous service, and as I said, with 600 people on each train during peak hour, a train every 5 minutes, there's going to be an awful lot of people moved, and this certainly is the way to move them. We're approaching the Whitford station now. More of our journey to Joondalup after this break. Well, as you can see, we're streaming past the traffic on the Mitchell Freeway. We've gone through Whitfords, and we're on our way to Edgewater, which is another of the stations that are going to be open today, and a great deal of festivity happening there as well. These carriages, as I said, are new. These are the new trains, and they're all graffiti proof, which unfortunately is the way things have to be these days. Still, it's just one of those things. They are tremendously comfortable, and also fairly comfortable, I believe, up at Joondalup at the moment is Channel 7's Rick Arden. The freeway, which is an amazing feeling, it really is, for the people who won't have normal course of reason to use this route, the people who live south of the river. Come and hop on a train and from Perth City up to Joondalup. It's a great cheap, as Pam Beggs said, and just a wonderful way to enjoy an afternoon so far. As I said, all these carriages are graffiti proof, stain resistant, the whole bit. They're also incredibly comfortable, all air conditioned, and they are quite state of the art. They can't leave the station until the driver is absolutely satisfied that all the doors are shut, so safety is paramount. In fact, I should just mention, our driver on this first fast-track train to Joondalup today is Jerry McIntyre. We've been able to see already some of the pictures that reflect the view that he gets from the cabin. Our next stop is the Edgewater station, which will be officially opened this afternoon as well, and I know festivities have been going on there as well. Let's go up to the Edgewater station now, and waiting for us is Channel 7's Jenny Seaton. Jenny?
Yes, thank you very much, David. There is an incredible amount of activity here this afternoon. In fact, all afternoon, and they've been long awaiting the arrival of the train, as you can see coming into shot right now. We're on the overhead bridge. We've got a terrific view as it comes into the station. And the station itself is very attractively laid out also, Edgewater, where we are here today. And we've been listening to music all afternoon, and the Premier, Dr. Carmen Lawrence, will be actually, with the Transport Minister, Mr. Pam Beggs, of course, will be greeted at the station by the member for Balcatta, Nick Catania, and the Premier will unveil, of course, the official plaque commemorating this official opening here this afternoon. Well, there it is, the train carrying all the VIPs here this afternoon, and as you can see by the attendance on the station itself, a lot of the local people are very interested to see how it's all coming about, and they will be taking advantage of this fantastic mode of transport for the future here, right through the Northern Line here. I would presume that Dr. Carmen Lawrence will be getting off the train right now, so we'll have a look and see what's happening down on the platform.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I introduce to you the Premier of Western Australia, Dr. Carmen Lawrence.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here on this historic and exciting occasion. One of the things that I guess I've learned as Premier is never to be surprised, or at least never to show surprise, no matter what happens. Sometimes that's not easy, and today's one of those occasions. I've been surprised by the enthusiasm. I guess I shouldn't have been, because I know how much people have wanted this system to get up and running. I've been surprised by the commitment that people have shown to making it happen, but I guess I shouldn't have been surprised by that either, because so many people believed that this was the most important thing that could be done for the urban transport system in metropolitan Perth. There's a great deal to celebrate today, and I hope that you will celebrate in future by coming here and catching the train daily, to work, to school, for shopping, for entertainment, as the Minister has said. I think it needs to be said, and said again, that we are celebrating here today not just some occasion that will come and go, something that will be repeated next year or the year after, but the commissioning of the first new suburban passenger railway to be built in more than 100 years. So this is not an occasion that your children will have, or even your grandchildren probably. This is the one and only time it will happen for a while, unless you go to the southern suburbs where we plan to do the same thing. We're celebrating the completion too of a major project, one of the most ambitious that's ever been undertaken in Perth. And let's remember too that we're celebrating, as Pam Begg said earlier today, the triumph of people power. For it was you, the communities of the northern suburbs, who said, we need a railway and we need it now. And I'm proud to lead a government that responded to that call, and we can all be proud here of this new railway, which is the best in Australia, and dare I say one of the best in the world, because it's top of the range technology. As Pam Begg says, it leaves the cars behind. It's smooth, it's clean, it's efficient, it's environmentally friendly. This railway links Edgewater with the entire suburban passenger train service. In effect, it lays Perth at your feet. When the full service is operating, it will offer a fast and convenient way to travel to and from Edgewater, and I'm sure will prove very popular with shoppers and visitors alike. Shortly, unfortunately, we'll have to move on. But before we do so, it's my very great pleasure to declare Edgewater Station open and to thank you for coming, and please to continue to enjoy the festival. This is a great day for all of us. Thank you.
So as the Premier moves to officially unveil the park that opens the Edgewater Station, we'll be taking a break and come back with more shortly on the journey to Joondalup. Time being until the new Currumbine Station is built in March of 1993. Up at Joondalup, one of the most spectacular attractions is the new all-purpose sporting complex and stadium being built up there. To find out about its uses, both now and in the future, we dispatched a man who played for the West Perth Falcons for a few games.
And here it comes at Joondalup Station. You're back with the action. The first train rolling into the station now. 200,000 people at Joondalup, in the city that is, and it looks like a lot of them are here today to see the train come in. Just looking at the crowd up there, they're all cheering at the moment. We've got dancers and entertainment behind you, and we've got Jackie Watkins, the local MLA, who's about to greet the official guests out here at Joondalup with the first train here. Of course, Joondalup will be a big growing development centre for the future. Services now with the trains have officially started, and you can just see the people coming off the trains right now. The people in their suits you recognise as the dignitaries, and Jackie Watkins is just moving down now to find where the Premier is, and we're following as we go. Now we've got $277 million, as you've heard, spent on this entire railway project. At times it looked as though they wouldn't be able to get it finished on time, and they've finally done it. $2 return trip. It started. The services Leederville, Edgewater and Joondalup are now open, and the rest will be open by next March. The Premier's here now for the official opening. We'll be back after this break.